My brother.
Yes, sir.
Why are you not married?
Gengem.
Why are you still a single bachelor? Why have you not found the love of your life? Or have you found, and you're yet to tie the knots? What's going on? What's going on, brother? Share with us.
This is Nollywood hardcore.
That's right.
And I promised I was going to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God. Okay. First of all, everything I knew about love came from a script. So, what am I trying to say? As a young man growing up, I never experienced that. There was no time for that. I kept my head so busy, so busy, that all I wanted was, what would Nonso be? There was no time for me to engage in that journey.
Create your own world of relationship.
Exactly. But I found love, per se, when I was a lot younger, before I was famous. Her name is Chinyere Okoye. If she's watching this right now, she knows. She knows. That was love for me.
So, what happened?
Industry happened.
She couldn't stand you kissing so many lips?
No, we didn't even know I was going to kiss somebody. The point was that it was something new for both of us. She didn't know how to handle it. I was becoming too busy, getting involved with industry people.
Roles after roles.
Yes, it wasn't a problem, but I was changing. Chinyere was too good, Chinyere was too real, but I was changing. I was becoming what I was not before to her. She couldn't understand it. But it was very obvious that the love was not going to go further than it was, because it was all my fault. Everything about the industry took all of me. So, if I knew that the world would be what it is today,
you would have tied the knots with her back then.
Yes. So, let me make it very snappy.
Okay.
In other words, what am I trying to say? A lot of actors, a lot of filmmakers, a lot of people in the make-believe world find it very difficult to differentiate between the real world and the make-believe.
And the make-believe.
I tried. I've given love a chance. I've given relationships chances. I've tried consistently. What people don't understand is that I've been making efforts to build relationship with somebody that will lead to marriage. But guess what?
What?
I realized that there were certain things I was not doing right. Because I was seeing these relationships from the perception of the scripts that I always read. What made up wars in my head all the time was the industry, the scripts, the stories. They are not real. Actors act for too long, live in the make-believe world for too long, that they practically forget how to live such a life in the real world with the right principles of it, because in the real world is a different ball game than in movies.
Okay.
So when I realized this, I took a back step, and that's when I went on a journey to understand the nature of human being, how to build myself, how to become a better person. It wasn't that I didn't find somebody good. It was because I was not prepared. Nonso Diobi grew up on TV. I don't know what it means to be a regular guy. I don't know what regular people know. Everything about me is film, storylines. I've gone through people's stories. I've lived in people's realities so much that I practically forgot how to live in my own reality.
Your own reality.
And I guarantee you, Labista, lots of actors are caught up in this bubble. Lots. And when I realized that it was dangerous for me to keep going that way, that's when I parted ways, or that's when I really decided to balance things up. I started learning all over again, understanding the kind of person that I needed to be to have a good relationship. At this point, I have tried and it didn't work. So I took my time to go back and work on myself. And I believe that most importantly, a part of a life partner. I'm quite spiritual to an extent. There are times when you cannot predict what will happen to you.
True.
When you come into this world, when you get married, when you're going to have babies, and when you're going to leave. These 4 things are tied to your destiny. So if it's the part of getting married, I've tried. Why didn't they work out? Because obviously those people are not on my part of destiny.
So what is next for Nonso Diobi now?
Well, I found love.
You have?
Again. And
Interesting.
yes,
Do you want to tell us her name? Maybe she's watching.
I think it's too early.
Okay.
I think it's too early.
Okay.
But I'll reveal that as time goes on.